Devaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayana Namaskrityam
Naranjaiva Narottamam
Ram Chaitanam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswati Vyasam
Tato Jayamudiraye
Tato Jayatmidiraye
Ashtaprayeshva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Kyam
Bhagavate Uttamasloke
Bhagavati
Bhaktin Bhavadirnaistiki
Bhaktin Bhavati Nastike
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Naya Vasudeva
Devaki Nandanaya cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna, welcome all the devotees for the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam discussion. Today we are going to discuss Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 8, text number 282. The canto name is The Cosmic Manifestation and the chapter name is Questions by King Parikshit. Please repeat the sloka begin with etad veditum icchāmi tattvam tattva-vidāṁ vara harer adbhuta-vīryasya kathā loka-sumaṅgalāḥ. Word by word meaning, please repeat begin me. Etad, this. Veditum, to understand. Icchāmi, I wish. Tattvam, truth. Tattva-vidāṁ, of those who are well versed in the absolute truth. Vara, O best. Hareḥ, of the Lord. Adbhuta-vīryasya, of the one who possesses wonderful potencies. Kathāḥ, narrations. Loka, for all planets. Su-maṅgalāḥ, auspicious. Translation and purport by Zivingri Sabaya Charnavanda A.C. Bhakti-Vedanta Swami Srila Purport. Translation, please repeat begin me. The king said, I wish to know narrations concerning the Lord who possesses wonderful potencies or certainly auspicious for living beings in all planets. Purport. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, which is full of narrations of the activities of the Supreme Lord, is auspicious for all living beings residing in every planet. One who takes it as belonging to a particular sector is certainly mistaken. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is certainly a very dear scripture for all the devotees of the Lord, but it is auspicious even for the non-devotees also, because it explains that even the non-devotees hovering under the spell of material energy can be delivered from such clutches if they hear the narration of the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam with devotion and attention from the right source representing the Lord by disciplic succession. Hare Krishna. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalake Chakshurunmilidam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Śrīmade Bhakti-vedānta Swamini iti namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavad Pāśyāśya Deshatarane Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So here, so this chapter, the entire chapter, the second canto, 8th chapter, is full of the questions by Parikshit Maharaj. So he is asking to Sukadeva Goswami. He wished to know, what he wished to know, narrations concerning the Lord. So he wanted to know about the narrations which are concerning about the Lord. He is not asking, because he is in the renounced order of life. Even though during that time he was the emperor of the entire Bharata Varsha, he came to know his death is going to happen in 7 days. He renounced everything immediately without any second thought. Even we are a small fellow in this material world, we are unable to renounce whatever the things possessed by us. It is a very small piece of land or small piece of house or small little gold or little movable or immovable properties. With this limited, with small thing only, we unable to leave this because of our attachment. But this King Parikshit, what he did? Immediately he renounced because he understand I am going to die in 7 days. So this is before death, what is the right thing to be done? So that also he was consulting with the with his great exalted devotees, and he was doing the same thing. So that is the way he was exemplary to all the living entities in this material world. So we are thinking that king means he will be a possessor of the great palaces, gold ornaments, everything is there. So even though the person who is in the deathbed, he wanted to increase his lifespan, and he will ask whatever the material money I have, please try to increase. He will spend everything for his health. Okay, let me increase my lifespan at least for a few days. So there is a story they used to say. Even the person who is in the material world, when Yamaraj comes, even they will say that they will try to bribe Yamaraj to come some other day because I want to exploit this material. I want to enjoy more. I didn't complete my enjoyment yet. So this is the way in the Kali Yuga people are there in this material world. See, but they wanted to exploit this material world, even though they know that our life is very short and we are not going to take anything from this material world, but still foolishly they wanted to enjoy everything. So that is the way. So that is the way. So these things, the material world, people are always always in the sense gratification, even on the deathbed also. But the intelligent person like Parikshit Maharaj, immediately they will think about how to get out of this material world. So Parikshit Maharaj is one of the example, and Katuvanga Muni. Katuvanga Muni, he was a king, and he was helping demigods to conquer the demons. That time also, what he did, he finally after the successfully won the war against the demons, he helped the demigods. He asked the demigods, he didn't ask anything, any opulences. He give me Rampa, Urguruvasi, or give some Kalpa Vriksha so that I can get more Lakshmi. He didn't ask anything. He asked how much time, because there is a time difference between the earthly planet and the celestial planets. He was in the celestial, he went to celestial planets, and he fought on behalf of the demigods. He fought with the asuras. So he know that the time is the time in the celestial planet is compared to the earthly planet, it will be more. So since he came from the earthly planet, his time may at the end. So he asked the demigods. Demigods are asked, what you want from here, from us, because you helped us for this, for the war. What else you want from us? So that time Katvanga Muni asked only one question: how much time I have more to live in this material world? So that is the question he asked. He didn't ask any other opponents. That is the intelligence. Intelligence. How much time I am going to stay in this material world? That is the intelligent way. That's why these kings are Raja issues. Even though they have the possessing of so much of opulences, they never thought about any of increasing their lifespan. They're not asked. Even if they ask the lifespan increase the the asura, the demigods, they have the nectar. They could have given the nectar also to Katvanga Muni, but he didn't ask the nectar. Give me nectar. I want to increase the span. He didn't ask that. He asked how much time more for me. So for the Katvanga Muni, they told that it is only one muhurta is it is there. One muhurta means it is only 45 minutes only. It is for him to live in this material world. 45 minutes when you are going to leave material. Immediately, what he did, Katvanga Muni, what he did, he threw all his weapons and he sat for the consciousness. He applied he removed all the external consciousness from outside world and he fully concentrated on the Supreme Lord and he achieved the supreme destination. He liberated within 45 minutes. So it is very much possible for the conscious, the person who is in the consciousness that I'm going to die. So I need to, in the time of death, I need to conscious of the Supreme Lord. So here, Parshit Maharaj also did the same thing. Katvanga Muni also did the same thing. These are the examples we are getting from the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So our life always, that's the reason. But fortunately, Parshit Maharaj, Katvanga Muni, such devotees, they were able to know that how much time is there for them to more in their life to complete their life. So that's the reason they were able to make the situation in the auspicious way. Okay. Bhashit Maharaj told that let me hear about Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam from the Sukadev, from the assembled devotees. Then unfortunately, see, when the devotee is ready to hear about the Supreme Lord, eager to hear about the Supreme Lord, Lord will send his devotees, his pure devotees, to give the knowledge to them. So that Parikshit Maharaj is the great example. He left everything and he went to the river and the banks of Yamuna and he sat for 7 days. He renounced everything. He sat there. He was thinking that he wanted to do meditation. And he was discussing with all the other exalted devotees what all the assembled his ministers, what I need to do. Because I have only 7 days. What is the best thing I can do? So during that discussion, if you see the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, it is mentioned ederchaya means without expect and unexpectedly, Sukadeva Goswami came over there. How he came? He is also the exalted devotee. He came naked. He don't have any dress. He was a renounced. He was in the renounced order of life, and he need not look like a devotee. There is no attire. He left everything. He was in the topmost level. And all the other village people, they were throwing stone on him. The children, they are throwing stone, this and that. But still, he was not bothered about that. He was walking and towards this, wherever this Parshit Maharaj was that, and he came over there. And all this, who were assembled there, they came to know that, they understood that he is the exalted devotee. That is the reason they gave the exalted seat to his seat to him. Even though Raja, Parshit Maharaj, he was the king, he was sitting there, he gave the exalted seat to him and he was asking from him to tell us how to. This is the question he asked. These are the questions he asked by Parshit Maharaj. So that is the way the intelligent person always, because we don't know when we are going to die. At the time, death can come to us at any point of time. So we are hearing, we are seeing around us, there are how the death is coming to the people around us. So since we don't know, so what we need to do? We have to be ready for the death at any point of time. We cannot postpone that. Okay, if you are so today I need to go to office. Let me not go to office. Let me work from home. That we can postpone, not to go to office. But death cannot be postponed by anybody because it will come on its own time. So we have to prepare always to face the death. So in the material way, if you see somebody died means it will say that it is in a species, it's a the world, and they will try to put them in the hospital and make them how much ever I can spend. Please bring back the health for this particular person. That's the way the material way people will think. But the real devotees, they won't think about okay, let me spend so much of money, let me gain this body again. Because they wanted to leave this material world as much as possible, and also while leaving, they wanted to live as specified in the scriptures. So that is the reason all the exalted devotees, they were always showed as a path how to leave this material world in the glorified way. We always remember the Supreme Lord at the time of death, and with that consciousness, we have to leave this material world. So we saw Prabhupada, how he left this material world. And we saw this last week, the sister of His Holiness Lokanath Swami Maharaj, his sister, how she left this material world. These are all the examples we are able to, these are recorded things we could be able to see in front of us, because other devotees we may hear that, but by recording this, the proof is there in front of us, how they are leaving the material body. By how glorious way, by hearing the Supreme Lord's holy name, by hearing the Kirtan and taking the Sarnamrita, like that way, they are leaving this body. So that is the thing we are also aspire for such glorious death. And also, our inquiry should be always, even we came to the certain level in the bhakti. It is not that we don't know anything about that. Certain level, at least we know the ABCD of bhakti. So that is the reason we need to progress in bhakti, how to progress further, and how to keep this kind of consciousness, Krishna consciousness, how to improve my Krishna consciousness. In that way, we have to work. So here Prabhupada is citing this, and here Parishit Maharaj also saying, whatever the wonder, the potencies of the Supreme Lord, whatever the potencies possessed by the Supreme Lord, if it is narrated by the pure devotees of the Lord, these things are auspicious for all the living beings in all the planets. It is not only for the living beings which are there in the earthly planet. It is for all the planetary system, from Vatala Loka to Satya Loka. All the planetary system. Anybody hearing this glorification of the Supreme Lord, definitely they will attain the supreme destination. This is the certain thing. This is for certain, because all the narrations of the Supreme Lord, all the pastimes of the Supreme Lord are transcendental, which is not contaminated by material thing. So we are also hearing some pastimes of, not the pastimes, these are all our sports people, politicians, and cinema people, how they are doing. So we are also hearing, and we should not think that these are all only those people can do, and they are all the exalted people. Currently, the entire material world, if you see, the one new movie came, that means immediately the specific cine star is a famous person. He acted in that movie. Immediately, people rush into that, and in order to make the more money, those people, what they are doing, they will make some controversy in that. So recently, one movie came, Malayalam movie. There they made the controversy on the Sanatana Dharma or Hinduism. So there, it came with many critic people. They give the criticism on that. So immediately it's a big news. So what happened? Because of this big news, all the people excited to see the movie. Oh, I wanted to see what is there in this movie, how they are spoke, what they spoke, everything. So because of this is one of the advertisement that these people are trick they made. Because of that, they are getting the crores of money. But unfortunately, the less intelligent people, what they are doing, trap into that. They are spending their money and they are making the other people crorepati. So that is the thing currently in the situation, current situation. So the movie become, they are saying that it is, we made the movie, we criticized the the Hindu scriptures, Hindus, then immediately what happened? All the attention went there. Even the people, the so-called Hindus also wanted to see what happened there. So because of that, they are spending money and they become crorepati. But what is the final thing? What is the outcome of that? There is no, we are not going to learn anything from that. Is somebody getting with the less intelligence, they wanted to make some money. So what they will, for that they will do whatever they want. So those such people, if you are going behind such people, if you are following such people, what will happen? We will be going into the darkest region of this material world. So that is the reason. And one of the atheistic people, they are speaking. Even here, Prabhupada is writing that even the non-devotees hearing this Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam with attention from the right source, by the representative of the disciplic succession, they will also get benefit. But to get into that, they want to get the spirit also. They need, at least they need to have the little faith. Then only that will work. Because I heard actually one of the atheistic person, he was speaking in a meeting. He was saying that, so in the Hindu scriptures, it is said that the earth got, the demon folded the earth like a mat and he kept under the sea. So this is about the Varaga Avatara. So he heard about the Varaga Avatara. He was not glorifying the Supreme Lord. He was asking the question. He's thinking that he was very intelligent. He was asking, see, how the earth can be folded like a mat, and how can, if okay, from where they folded the earth, the person folded the earth, and in the earth, the sea, the ocean is there in this material world only. How within that material world, how the entire earth can be kept inside of that water? How it is possible? How these scriptures are made foolishly? This is the way that person was speaking. But if he, yes, he heard only the one part of that. That is the one of the biggest mistake done by this kind of atheistic people. They will see any one of the point. What is before, what is after, they won't understand anything. They will take that point and they will say, this is the mistake. But if you hear about the vara, the creation, how this creation happened, how this entire material world is designed, that is the thing. If you hear and understand from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, we can understand that the universe, within the universe, there are multiple planetary systems. The entire universe, with half of the universe is covered with the ocean. Water is there. Garbhadakshay Vishnu is laying on that. And from his navel, the lotus sprout, in that all the planetary systems are there. Each planetary system has a sea, the ocean, but the Garbhadakshay ocean also is there. And this earthly planet got hidden by the demon in the Garbhadakshay ocean. So this thing, when you understand from the starting, then only it is possible to understand. Okay, so how the Lord folded this thing, folded this material world, folded this earth, and he kept under the ocean. So that we can understand from that only. But unfortunately, this atheistic people not understanding or not reading, not hearing what is the before and what is after, taking one of the point and they are criticizing. So since we know that what happened and how the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, how it is and how it is got explained, we know that because of that, but we are seeing that we have to pity on them. Okay, see, these people are without a complete knowledge, getting one or two points from that, and they are trying to make their own points. They are trying to critique. They are making comments on the spirituality and even on the Supreme Lord himself. So this is because of their lesser religions. So we should not make trapped by such people flowery words, because those people, even though those people are less intelligent and the atheistic people, if you sit with the atheistic people, they will see, if you started hearing them, At the end of the meeting, you will also become an atheist. You will also, okay, this whatever he is saying, it is right. If you are not having the proper scriptural knowledge. Yes, they will put their points in that way to convince the people that all these things are bogus. Because of their less religions, they are saying it is bogus because they are not ready to get the complete knowledge. They not understand from starting to end. That's the reason Prabhupada again and again is to say that if you wanted to understand the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, you need to starting from the first chapter, first sloka, first canto, first chapter, first sloka. One by gradually you need to progress. First canto, second canto, third canto, fourth canto, then 10th canto, 11th canto, 12th canto. Like that, you need to complete way. Then only you can get the knowledge. But people are hearing because of their lusty behavior. People, what they are thinking? Okay, 10th canto, it is specified about the Krishna's last Rasa Leela, how he spent time with the gopis. That means because of their lusty desire, we wanted to know about that. Because we are all seeing the outside world, we are seeing that cinema and the lusty people around us. So because of that, we are also wanted to hear Lord. We are also thinking Lord also in that category. We wanted to see that, hear that. So that is the reason immediately people are jumping to 10th canto and they are saying that, okay, Lord also did like us only. But till the 10th canto, nine cantos, the pastimes of the Supreme Lord is explained in the exalted way. Then see, directly if you are reading 10th canto and considering that Lord and us are in the same, we are all both are equal level only. Lord also doing the same thing, we are also doing the same thing. We are all equal. That is the conclusion people are coming. But this is very unfortunate. If you complete the reading from canto 1 to 9, then if you read the 10th canto, especially the 10th canto, it is we're supposed to read in the renounced order of life. It is for the renounced order of life people. People who renounce this material, for them, the 10th canto is written. That's what Prabhupada used to say. So, in order to read qualified to read 10th canto, you need to complete the 9 cantos. Then only it is qualified. Then only we can get to the knowledge, how the creation happened, how the Supreme Lord, what are the opulences, how he is acting, why he is acting. Then we will get into the 10th canto. Then we can understand that why Lord did that, those kind of positives in the different angle, not in the lusty angle. So that is the reason the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam should be here from the disciplic succession, bona fide disciplic succession, also not in between. Directly we need to, if you wanted to study Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, study from starting the page 1 into start. Canto 1, we need to study the page 1. Gradually we need to traverse, then only we can get the essence of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. By reading the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, we are seeing that multiple scriptures are saying that under Narada, the exalted devotees are saying by hearing the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, what will happen? One will become a devotee of the Supreme Lord. So that change will happen. If you need those kind of changes, we need to attentively hear Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and apply in our life, and that will make the change. So we should not whimsically get into that, like the trap of the non-devotees or less intelligent people. So today's sloka, it is talked about Parishit Maharaj questions. The Parishit Maharaj question is very, very valid question. He is not asking about what happened to the neighboring country. What happened to that king's daughter? What happened to the demigod's daughter? What happened to the Ramba? What happened to the Urusi? His question was not like that. He was asking about the potencies of the Supreme Lord. He wanted to the narration of the Supreme Lord, Supreme Lord's activities and the very birth details, so that he can release that. Because devotees always wanted to release the Lord's activities. Even thousands times you are hearing again and again, same thing. If the Ramayana is the same thing. There is no change in the Ramayana. But even though you know the Ramayana story entirely, what happened, even though today also if you hear the same story again by the devotees, the pure devotees, what will happen? We can release each and everything, because the narration, what they are giving, it is a nectarian, because it is spoken about, the devotee was speaking about the Supreme Lord. The Supreme was connected into that. That is the reason it is still, even though 1,000 times we are hearing the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, it is again and again, we will get the new points there, and we can release that. Only devotees can release, not the non-devotees. So that is the reason we are all very fortunate to hear about the Supreme Lord every day. So please catch hold of this spirit and continue our bhakti. Hare Krishna. Grantaraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai.